All right, what's up? We're back here at the Marietta house. We got all the crown down in here. Brandon and Hunter spent today, well, not all day, but they spent some time today finding where all the joists are so we can chalk these lines and cap over this ceiling here. This electrical is sketch as can be, but it is what it is. Let's see. We got this room is all gutted now. This wall still has to come out right here. So I spent a while with the homeowner yesterday and a plumber trying to figure out how we can get a tub in there, and there's just no other way other than moving this wall out about a foot, which would mean this should be a load bearing wall. That means we'd probably have to pour some piers into there, and she's trying to keep the cost down. I mean, this is an investment property, so you can't go crazy on it, but there's just no way to get a tub there. In that layout, there's just no way to get a tub there and it'd be anything anybody's going to want to use. So, and that's what I told her, if it winds up being so, dinky and that nobody wants to use it, what was the point of going through the expense? So, and we're talking about maybe putting a corner shower here, but a corner shower is going to take up most of this space, and then you're right back to the same amount of space you had in there that was too tight. So really we need to move, we might even could move both walls over. We could move this wall about 6 inches and this wall about 6 inches and put a door here. But that might wind up being a little tight too. I'm gonna measure it up and draw it out though. I like to do stuff like this in SketchUp before you actually start moving stuff, because you can mess something up in SketchUp and say I don't like it and hit the delete button and you're right back. You hadn't spent any money. So anyway, so we got drywall off of this wall, found some termite damage here. So I've had people call me before and say, we got water damage or something here. And I'm like, no, that's termites. So if you ever see that, that is termites. This is basically their poop they leave behind, from what I understand. You can see they got this one pretty good. So we still got to come back and clean all these wall cavities out and pull this, whatever that was, out. Got a temporary wall put in here. She decided that she liked my idea of building the wall there and letting the vanity overhang a little bit. So with that wall gone, this does feel way better. So toilet's going to be here, but this wall won't be bad because you'll be the toilet's going to be here. So when you're sitting on it, you're not going to feel cramped with that wall. So we're going to just do like a vanity to just a small vanity, 22 inch or something like that. So Hunter got all the carpet up. Hunter doesn't like to take lunch, so me, I like to eat. If I don't eat, I get a headache. Brandon's the same way. So Hunter never likes to take lunch. So while we went to lunch today, he got all this carpet up. This was all little 1x1 squares glued down. So, which sucks because she's wanting to just keep the concrete like it is and just clean it up real good. But I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. Brandon got all the fixtures taken down today because all the light fixtures have to come down because I don't think she's keeping any of them, and all the ceilings have to be painted. And like we're going to hang over this ceiling and this ceiling. So he took all the fixtures down today. What else? Oh yeah, putting in this header is going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought, but it shouldn't be too bad. You got some termite damage here. It's not terrible, but it's not good enough to hold any weight, and we got to put a header here to, presumably this is carrying weight because it used to be the outside of the house. So you also have some termite damage back here, but I think that we can just cut this plate out. And we were talking, if we're going to cut this plate out, why not go ahead and tear this out and sheet it so that it's the same level as this floor is going to be. So I didn't have any plywood or anything, and it was already about 3 o'clock, so we just decided that's good enough for today. So we'll have to tear this plate up and try to get that level with where the floor is going to be. Also, I don't know if this is mold or not. I think it probably is. Definitely looks moldy. But it's on this whole wall here, so I'm betting you got a big, let me see if I can show it to you. All that never got sealed off, so that's, you know, cold moist air coming up from the crawl space down there, basement kind of thing they got. So when we clean all this out, we'll probably put some spray foam around all that and seal that off. So plumber's going to come. He said it was going to be no problem to run a drain through that wall and tie, or actually he's going to take all this cast iron out because it's PVC right below the floor. They just left the cast iron in the wall. So he's going to take all this out, run a new drain and new water lines. Of course, smooth the toilet. I still say this tub should go, but I'm not writing the check. So that's about all we got done here today. I'm about to measure up these two spaces. I think I'm probably building the vanity. And so I need to measure and make for sure how much space we got. And I'm going to measure that other bathroom area over there and see if there's any better way to lay that out. So anyway, I will catch you guys up on this one when there's something to tell you. All right, back here at the Marietta house. Lighting is terrible. I apologize. Let's see if I can show you what we've got done today. Like, this door is going to be patched in. This is all going to be bathroom. So got this wall tore out today. Of course, I didn't notice it at first, but noticed it yesterday. The ceilings are two different heights, so I got to figure out for sure what we're going to do there. I think I'm going to pull this side down to match that side. But anyway, this is pretty much ready for the plumber to come in and do whatever he's going to do. She's got to decide where she wants everything. We've been in here pretty much all day, though. Okay, so man, I have no idea what this is going to look like. We got this header in. Got this little wall here built. This here was on the floor was a lot worse than what I thought it was, so we wound up having a patch in there. And then we got over here. I knew there was some right here, but it was a lot worse than I thought. So we got that bottom plate cut out right there and realized that these walls don't sit on anything. They're just kind of floating there. So now we had to cut this up. There was no rot here, but if we could cut this back, then I could patch it in. It wouldn't be the best way to fix it, but I figured 2 layers of 3/4 and it'd be fine. These walls are obviously not holding any weight, so I figured I'd just put 2 layers of 3/4 down, as long as it's sitting on 2 joists, which this was 16 inches over from that joist, but I guess they're on 24s because my next one is not until way over here. But anyway, so now I got to figure all that out. But the toilet's moving, so I can't really patch this until all that's out of the way. He's going to get rid of the cast iron from the vent pipe down. He's going to keep that as the vent ties drains into that. So he's going to run the drain from this wall over to here for the vanity that's going to go right here, and then put the toilet in. So this is all done. Going to be good. We'll drywall that, drywall all this. It's going to turn out good. So also we pulled the paneling down off of this and this side, and this is all going to be drywall. I wouldn't have a lick of paneling in this whole place. I'm not a fan of paneling. I know some people whose house burnt to the ground just like that because they had paneling. All it takes is one little spark and this old dry crap just goes up like quick. So anyway, so that's what we've got done today. We're going to kind of be at a standstill until he gets his plumbing done. So we are probably going to head back to another job tomorrow. I will update you later on this one or wherever we're at. And appreciate you watching. We'll see you later.